Trust the Profits here with our reaction to the Kentucky Oaks. The formula here with Colin Sheehan. We are about a minute away. They're starting to load up. Colin, what are you expecting to see at the Oaks here today?
Well, first of all, the excitement's finally here, right? We've been watching these horses for so many months, and to finally be here, your heart starts beating a little bit faster. You're obviously very excited that you got the favorite Wet Paint, one of the
Yeah,
fillies that's been most consistent this year. You have Botanical, who's second on the betting board, who's been running on turf and synthetic.
yeah.
So we'll see how she does trying the dirt for the first time. A full field of 14, unlike the Derby, which she had all these stretches. We haven't had here in the Oaks, so that's relieving.
Yeah, so they are loading them up now. I'm going to throw in the stream. I'm expecting to see when this goes off the 10 horse Flying Connection. Who is my top horse in this race? 22 to 1, getting great odds on the horse I call my favorite here. I'm expecting to see that one jump out on the pace, hold it. Also like Wet Paint, Wonder Wheel, Botanical, and down at the 14 hole, Pretty Mischievous. It should be an interesting one. And we're off the one. The one got off a little bit rough there. That would be Mimi Kikuchi. And Flying Connection does seem to be taking the pace over right now. The 10 horse up there, but he's getting a little bit of challenge from Darth Vader, the 12. The 12 might be overtaking him, but is taking a very far outside turn. So it looks like Flying Connection is still up there on the pace, holding strong. And behind him, apart from Darth Vader, it looks like the one, Mimi Kikuchi, did recover there. And we also got, is that the 11, the 14, I'm sorry, Pretty Mischievous, Brendan Walsh, Tyler Gaffleone hanging in there. The 11, Defining Purpose, grinding up there on the 10. Colin, any
Yeah,
comments from you?
I mean, so far this is kind of what we expected as far as your early speed was going to come from Flying Connection, the horse that's been running out at Sunland Park, which is why you might have faded this horse because you thought, you see Sunland versus Oaklawn, Fairgrounds, Keeneland, and all the big
For
ones.
sure.
That may have been the reason you didn't play Defining Purpose. Early speed's been doing fairly well today so far and over the course of this week at Churchill. The question is, Wet Paint has a lot of traffic, as you see if you're
Yeah,
looking sixth, seventh, she's sixth, seventh, eighth. So she's going to have a lot of work to do to get in the clear and try to pass these early horses, which have gone 23 and 46 for a half, which is pretty quick. So you'd expect
pretty
the
quick.
closer maybe to
Yeah,
make a
46.96 half. Yeah, that's pretty fast. But Wet Paint is a closer, a pretty strong closer at that. So this would be a race for her to do it. It does look like the 14 horse, that would be Pretty Mischievous, is taking over. Pretty
pulling
Mischievous is now
away.
in the lead, pulling away, but not in the clear just yet. There are a couple horses coming in there. I got to move this. The
Here
three
comes
horse
the
coming.
Alley's look at a bomb.
Gambling
The
Girl coming
gambling
in.
girl.
Allie's Look. So it looks like it's going to be Pretty Mischievous, Allie's Girl,
Pretty
Gambling Girl, and Allie's Look. Sorry.
pretty mischievous with the win with Brendan Walsh and Tyler Gaffleone aboard. This is a horse that is now 2 for 3 at Churchill Downs, finished second in the Fairground Oaks. We just talked about this on the live stream that the Fairground circuit was probably where a lot of the contention for this race was going to come from.
Yeah.
Wet Paint, your big
Good call.
favorite, I didn't even see in there at all, was
Yeah.
behind the traffic, and it's hard for the closers
Yeah, you're right.
actually making a move.
You can see on the replay, it looks like he's got some opening there, but just didn't take off as well as the two horse there.
Yeah, it looks
The
like
Alley's Look
the third.
got blocked up by the 12 there. Tried to make a move inside, but didn't have as clear of a look as the three horse Gambling Girl did.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
so
14 just got a clear nose there.
and Botanical was another horse that had a lot of talk coming into this race who would run on
Yeah,
the synthetic and the turf. That's 2 races in a row. The horses that came from that synthetic into the dirt at Churchill didn't perform as they maybe so expected, but a really impressive race there by Pretty Mischievous. The question about Pretty
very much
Mischievous
so.
was having that outside post. That was kind of the concern was this horse going to be too far out who likes to be
Yeah,
forwardly placed, but made it look easy actually, which was
absolutely.
the outside post didn't end up being a hindrance at all. A great ride by Tyler.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, a really strong ride. 14 was definitely not a curse here. Like some people may talk about it for the Derby being a curse for some horses. Didn't seem to be a problem here for Tyler. He
Yep.
got it done today. Like you said, a lot of the favorites, we didn't see them show up today. They got caught up in traffic. They got blocked in, and other horses had a cleaner run.
And a good run there from Gambling Girl. This horse had 3
Oh
races
yeah,
at a mile and an eighth. So that's what the distance was for this race. And
yeah,
it's always something to pay attention to. That's what I talked about on Doubling Down. I want
yeah,
these horses
yeah,
that run longer distances. Had also raced a lot, but that was a horse that finished second at Aqueduct in the Gazelle. Both Pletcher and Irad is what you're getting. And for that Rapoli stable, which is the name that you're going to
yeah.
hear a lot about tomorrow.
And that's a great tip. It seems like such an obvious thing, but once you get up to those deeper distances, those longer distances, like 9 furlongs, 1 1/8 mile, that's when you really want to start to look at horses that actually have gone that distance, as opposed to maybe a mile or a mile and a 16th, right? You want to actually see how they performed at those longer distances and give them a little bit of extra credit for that. So, anyway, this is Trust the Profits. That was the Kentucky Oaks for 2023, and thank you for joining.